All right, guys, today is 7th of September, Monday, 2025. I told us here that what we are doing here is to keep on exposing Nigerian government concerning this Nnamdi Kanu. No matter how they try to play their games, they are out. You understand? Federal government is shocked as evidence emerged that could force the Supreme Court to free Nnamdi Kanu. I don't even like talking about this. Do you know why? If we are in a saint country, we should not be here still talking about a man that was discharged and acquitted. This should not be a news. This should not be a discussion. Maybe in another thing we for don't they talk, how Nigerian government don't they try to at least, settle the matter, the marginalization matter by making everything, okay. You understand? By looking into those problems that was stated by agitators, the reason why they want to leave Nigeria. That is what we should have been talking about. Not by Nnamdi Kanu still in DSS custody, Nnamdi Kanu court case, Nnamdi Kanu trial, some IPOB agitators that are still in, secret prison and all that. That is not what we should be talking about if we are in a same country. And there is something they do. Just watch what is happening. Nigerian social media is not carrying all this news. You will not hear all these things on NTA, AIT, ITV, what is this one again? Arise Television and Channel, because they have made them, they have limited them. What they say, they have limited them. That is the reason why you always hear them. They should regularize social media space and all that, so that they don't want Nigerians to hear what they're supposed to hear. Today, the Nigerian government is dragging Omoyele Shuare in Facebook, in fact, in Instagram. They are even asking them to bring down his page. Why? Because he's exposing them. All this matter, they don't want make Nigerians, they see their bottom. You get? Meaning that they know what they are doing. Well, my people, while I don't land again, fresh evidence does surface when fit forced the Supreme Court to finally release Nnamdi Kanu. Federal government don't they shake, they shock, scatter. Aso Rock don't they restless. Nigerians they watch with open eye. Meanwhile, Ona Baba, you don't come on for Nigeria. You see they vacation for 2 weeks. Have you ever seen a man who his house is on fire? If they go hotel room, they sleep, they cross two hands, they two legs, they drink juice. That is exactly what is happening in this country. Nigeria insecurity matter, Nigeria economy, unemployment, in fact, everything, inflation. Nigerians are going through a lot. Our president has gone to enjoy himself. You see, day vacation. Maybe we just push that one, put for one side. That one, now talk for another day. So the matter when they grant now be say fresh reports reaching the public indicates that new evidence has been presented in ICC filings that could change the entire direction of Nnamdi Kanu's trial. According to legal sources, the evidence centers on unlawful rendition, human rights violations, and lack of due processes in the way the IPOB leader was brought back to Nigeria from Kenya in 2021. The key elements of the new evidence, we will take them one after the other. Number one is the extraordinary rendition. So international documents reportedly prove that Kanu was taken from Kenya without proper legal extradition. If you can also remember, Kenya courts have also given judgment on that Nnamdi Kanu, the thief and commot for Kenya. They stand tall and before the face of the government and told them what you did was wrong. Nnamdi Kanu entered your country. Then you connive with the Nigerian government to thief and commot. When they say you're supposed to protect them in your own country. No, you did otherwise. And you thief Nnamdi Kanu come out. It was very wrong of you. They even, asked them to pay damages, to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for what he did. All right. Then, like as I told you we are going to take, the key elements of the new evidence, that was dropped. Though it's not that these evidence are not there, but now they are pushing these ones so that even the High Court will understand that, see, I am talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu defense team now. We know what we are doing. We have evidence against Nigerian government, and if you go otherwise, you go burst. So number 2 is violation of human rights. Reports submitted from human rights organizations, including Amnesty International, emphasize that Kanu's detention breaches multiple treaties Nigeria signed. Analysts Contact say this threatened the arguments for immediate release. Now, procedural abuse, that is number 3. Legal experts come point to contradictions in the way Kanu was rearrested. Can I say rearrested, kidnapped, and tried without first resolving pending appeals at the Supreme Court. Senior lawyer Falana noted that no court that represents the law can ignore such violations, and this is why the Supreme Court may have no choice but to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, why federal government is shocked is because the federal government has always maintained a strong case against Nnamdi Kanu, accusing him of treason and terrorism. But the fresh evidence could strip the federal government of its strongest legal ground. If the Supreme Court rules in Kanu's favor, it will not only embarrass the federal government, but also embed separatist agitations across the Southeast. Do you not see where I always use the government of Nigeria is stuck in the middle of evil forest? Why? Because they failed to do what they would have supposed to have done. Now they are confused. That is the reason why they are doing what they are doing. If not, it's not that they don't know that they don't have evidence against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They just like, hey, if we release her now, this one embarrassment. So all these fights when they put on since it will come be nothing. We've been exposed. And I am telling you, releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and without attending to these issues, it will give way to agitations in Nigeria. Boom. So you see their fear. Now, they don't know what to do. Is it to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? If they release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, na wahala. If they still keep him, na wahala. That is why I always use stuck in the middle of the forest. But you see, there is nothing they can do about it. Kanu must be released because that is the right thing to do. Historical context, in 2007, the Supreme Court ruled against the federal government in a major electoral case that shifted the nation's political balance. In 2015, Dasuku was released on ground of human rights violations despite federal government resistance. So, analysts warn this could be a repeat where the judiciary has sustained independence in the face of political pressure, and we are watching to see how this will go. So, some northern political groups warn that freeing Kanu could destabilize the country. You understand? Meanwhile, groups like Organizing Digbo and human rights activists says this would mark, a turning point for justice and reconciliation in Nigeria. At least Nigerian government should take one step. You understand? So, my people, if Supreme Court free Kanu because of this new evidence, Nigeria no go remain the same again. No. Make we just accept the truth. Federal government, they shake. Southeast, they jubilate. And the whole world, they wait for October 10th judgment. Now the question is, what is going to be the judgment of Justice James Omotosho on the 10th